Hello, everyone. Hope you can hear me out there. Warm welcome to you, and hopefully we're not interrupting your lunch hour here, a high noon, 30 minutes presentation. My name's Stephen Berger. I represent a company called Roommaster that's been around for 30 years now. And maybe you've heard of us before. Hopefully some of you have heard of us before. We used to go under a name called innQuest, and the product was Roommaster. I've come in not too long recently to try and reinvest in the company, reinvest in the product, its people, and its infrastructure. So you might notice that we have a completely new logo, completely new colors, and everything which we've launched this year at HITEC. So I'm not really here to talk too much about that. What I'm here to talk about today, my two colleagues, is AI, which may not surprise you because lots of people are talking about AI. So it's a lot more than a buzzword now, right? But what we've done at the company, we're a very customer-centric company. So we went out and said, how can our products actually help our customers be more efficient, create more bookings, get more revenue, and actually enjoy AI? So there's a quote that software ate the world, and now AI is eating software. There's a great podcast out there called AI or Die. So we are in a technological revolution. So it's quite interesting time to be working in technology and working in hospitality. So when we went out to our customers, we have a few thousand hotels around the world. We asked them, what are the biggest problems that you're facing today? What is happening in your environment? And we are a company that is hoteliers, for hoteliers versus just a bunch of tech people in a room. And what we found was that when someone calls for a reservation, or queries the hotel and does not get any feedback, they don't call again. So that could be $1,000 call, could be a whole baseball team, could have been, I don't know, a wedding or something similar. So it's $1,000 call that you missed, maybe more. So we target the independent hotel world. And so some of them don't have a call center, may not be open 24 hours a day. So how could we use AI to do that and improve the service and overall guest experience? So introducing our Roommaster Concierge, which is an AI agent that's live and out there working. So instead of me going through these, I'm just gonna call her and see how it goes. Hopefully you can hear that.
Welcome to the Sunset Hotel. This is Sadie, your AI receptionist. How can I help you?
Oh, hey, I was there a while ago. Do you guys have a pool?
Yes, we do have a pool at the hotel. If you have any other questions or need assistance with reservations, feel free to ask.
I do. I had a tough time parking last time. Do you have parking on site?
Yes, we do have on-site parking available for our guests. If you'd like to make a reservation or have any other questions, let me know.
Yeah, sure. I'm looking at September the 1st to 5th.
Great. Do you have specific check-in and check-out dates in mind for September?
Just the 1st and 5th.
Got it. You're looking to check in on September 1st and check out on September 5th. How many rooms will you need for your stay?
Just one.
All right. For the one room, how many adults will be staying? And will there be any children?
One adult and two children.
Thanks. Could you please share the ages of the two children?
Yeah, they're 7 and 9.
To help narrow down the options, do you prefer an ocean view, partial ocean
Yeah,
view,
ocean
or
view.
no view? All right, let's start with ocean view options. Here are two choices. 1. Tower 1 Ocean View. Efficiency. This spacious room offers 2 queen beds and a pull-out sofa.
Yeah, I'll take that
Stunning
one.
direct
I'll
ocean.
take number 1.
I can place this booking on hold for you. I just need your name, email, and any special requests you might have. I'll send you all the details and hold the room for 24 hours. You'll have that time to review everything and confirm the booking. The total amount for your stay is $661.56 USD. Do you agree to proceed?
Yeah, great. Are there any bars nearby or restaurants? I can't remember.
Yes, there are bars and restaurants nearby, as well as dining options within the hotel. If you'd like, I can focus on completing your booking hold first, and then assist with more details about nearby spots. Shall we proceed?
Yeah, actually, I just remember last time I was there, the air conditioner was like really loud and there were dogs in the hallway. Have you fixed that or what?
I understand how that could have been frustrating. While I don't have specific details about past issues, our team continuously works to improve guest experiences. If you'd like, I can add a note to your...
Okay, so I think you get the idea. Sadie is our technology, developed by us, fully integrated to the rest of our suite of software. It's not something that we're paying to a third party or something that stands alone. So it's not perfect, you know, AI is not ready to be absolutely perfect, but you can see that was clearly rehearsed, but it's real, that's live, that's really her, that's really a place that I've called. So I can try and go a little bit, you know, off the record a bit and see if she has something stored there. So it's constantly learning and evolving as time goes on about that specific property itself. Hi, Steve, how you doing?
I'm doing well. I got a question about dogs in the hallway.
Okay.
That was a weird one.
Yeah.
But she handled it. Yeah, all right. Fair enough.
Steve is our director of sales. He's been involved in hospitality and technology companies for a while. Easy one for you. Why would a hotel use us?
Great question. Let me tell you a story. Checking into Clearwater a couple of weeks ago. This is a true story, really happened. Clearwater, great. I'm sure some of you have been there. Hotels on the beach. Best beach in the United States, not Miami Beach. And I'm there, and the first thing I think of is I've got to go to Hulk Hogan's bar. That's what I got to do. I got to go see the great Hulk Hogan, go to his bar. So I have one of his beers. It is the worst beer on earth. Do not try it. Avoid it at all costs. Back to your question, I guess. I check in, and I'm standing in front of the front desk agent. She's great. She's hustling. And I'm asking her all kinds of questions about the pool, about the gym, anything that comes to mind. Yeah, you know, I want a king instead of 2 queens. And as I'm talking to her, she's fantastic, but she's continuously hanging up on people. She's sending them back in the queue. She's constantly being like, oh yeah, absolutely, we do. Ring, ring, cancel. Those calls, I don't know who that was, but that could be someone booking the presidential suite for 10 days. That could be a sports team. And that revenue's gone. I think about my parents who are almost 80. If someone hung up on them, they get sent to a treat, they're calling someone else. They're immediately calling someone else. Maybe it's a family that for the first time is going away from the Hilton brand to try this brand. Maybe it's Taylor Swift, who's finally becoming a real person and she's gonna block off 2 floors for 7 days each. You're missing out on revenue. So simple answer to the question is missed calls, missed revenue. So with roommaster Concierge, you're not missing calls. They're answering for you, they're completing those reservations, and it's done in real time.
Great, so this is not just an idea, right? It's actually out there in the market working. And what have we seen so far from hoteliers? Are they enjoying it? Is there an ROI? What are they seeing?
Yeah, we're seeing right now, in real time, people relying on roommaster Concierge to bring in thousands of dollars in revenue per week. While they're servicing their guests, while they're taking care and handling any objections, while they're training staff, Sadie, roommaster Concierge, is booking reservations that seamlessly go right into your PMS, and that you're seeing real results. So listen, we want to steer people away from the OTAs, from the online travel agencies. These guys, Expedia, Booking.com, we're seeing 20, 30%. You guys know this. With roommaster Concierge, we're stealing that power from them and completing these reservations. So that's happening today.
As I said, I tried to kind of push him a little bit with a live demo. How does it learn over time? And how does it actually grow? Does it just stay static, right?
It doesn't. And every time, like most AI, it learns. And let's say you got a really cool, I grew up working in hotels and our hotel had a bunch of water slides. Really cool. So I've got a young family and let me tell you something. The cool water slides, it's a big deal, right? They need to know, my son needs to know if there's a fast water slide. He needs to know if there's a tube on the water slide. You can teach and fill this in to roommaster Concierge. So when someone asks the question, do you have a water park? Absolutely we do. And there's 3 water slides and the height restriction is 48 inches. all these things can be solved. It learns. It's customizable to your property, and it's going to be there to answer all those questions that, frankly, like you don't have time for. You know, my son would call up and be like, "Do you have vending machines?" Like that's the kind of stuff you don't have time for. Serving guests.
Now, what if I have a real heavy accent, or let's say English is my second language, and I prefer to speak in Spanish or Japanese?
Sure. Yeah. It's the brain inside of Roommaster Concierge actively learns and will recognize that and will handle those. So it can adapt to native languages and dialects, which is a question for when we push this all over the world. So absolutely. We've got some folks from Quebec right down here, and that would be able to easily handle French language objections, things like that.
So I talked about the fact that it's our technology, like I've said it a few times. So it's integrated, of course, to our booking system, to our PMS, right through to get the actual reservation and take the payment. Anything else that it does within the hotel environment other than that?
So yeah, the part of the concierge services, this idea is not brand new. It's been wildly successful in the restaurant industry through a company called Now Book It, which is part of our parent company. So this isn't a brand new thing. What it is something that's going to seamlessly integrate with your PMS, with Roommaster Concierge. You're going to stop having those times when it's not going to recognize. It's there, it learns, and it's customizable.
Fantastic, thank you. We have a QR code here if you want to scan it and sign up right here. I'll also have that up at the end of the presentation, and we have a booth over there that we'll also announce at the end. So the second one we heard, other than missing reservations, was how difficult it is to manage the revenue and the rates and so on and so forth. So a little bit of gut-based pricing is going on. It's taking too much time within the hotel environment. Missed demand. People are on holidays that are doing the rates. And be like, oh wow, okay. How can AI actually help that? So introducing our ampliphi solution, Rock Your Rates, with our revenue management system, which is AI powered and generated. Also, again, it's our product. It's not a third party. And just hello to Kim.
Hi.
Kim just celebrated her 12-year anniversary at Roommaster yesterday, is that right?
Thanks.
So being here for 12 years, you obviously know a lot what the customers need, and you see what's happening out there. So similar easy question, like I said, to Steve, which is, why would someone buy this in a hotel? Why do they use this? Is this something that has value?
It has much value, Steve. Thank you very much for that. And welcome to everyone here, especially all of my partners that I work with every day, just about. Ampliphi, revenue management. Well, in a professional sense, we're looking at Ampliphi allows you to see the full scope of your area and your comp sets. With Ampliphi, you can quickly see the results and the added revenue. But why do you need a revenue system like this? In our software, Roommaster, we have the ability to do revenue management using yield management. And is my microphone on?
Mic on? Yeah, just hold it closer.
Okay. Oh, can you hear me better now? So with our revenue management that's built into our software, you're really only able to increase your rates based on certain times of the year, holidays, and your occupancy. But you're basically sitting in an office that has no windows. You're not able to see what's happening in the outside world, so you can only update what you know within your own environment. But let's take a look at what's happening out there in the real world. Let's move up to the top floor of the building. Let's get that big window office and look outside of the scope of the city that you're in. Now you can see everything. So you can see all of your other comp sets out there. You can see what's happening and what's going on. So utilizing the technology built behind AI and our AI learning to go with it, it's helping you build that additional revenue very quickly. So you're not being just like $100 less than your competition. Why not be $1 less than your competition? So you're capturing on every reservation, on every night, that extra $99.
Fantastic. So this is very new for us, as you can maybe tell. I mean, AI is very new technology, but it is out there. It's actually in hotels, Ampliphi, yes. Right, being used?
It is. It is.
What are they saying?
Oh, they love this very much. When we started with the Ampliphi product, we always had a motto that we're a software that's designed by hoteliers for hoteliers. So we looped in one of our management groups to really get their feedback and their ideas on this. So we worked with their director of revenue and their VP of revenue for the entire group. We wanted them to be firsthand and give us their wish list. We want to know what you see, what you do on a daily basis, and how you're recognizing this additional revenue. So utilizing this right off the bat, they're seeing immense results and being able to manage this using the AI tools and not having to, sit there at their desk every day.
Right. We talked a little bit about yield management, pricing elasticity. Does it do that? How is it different? Is it operating on its own? Like, why is it different than just what we already have in yield management?
Oh, because it's using technology from AI to be able to go out and look at the market sources around you, that we can automatically look at all of your comp sets that are out there. We're building an algorithm so that we know what type of industry you have, what type of rooms that you have, what type of guests are coming in. Are there other events that are in that area that's going to be driving up the revenue based on the room availability for any event that's taking place?
Can you tell us about that algorithm at all? Like how it works?
Well, I can't do that too much, Steve, because you're asking me to give away our secret sauce, and I can't share
very
that.
good.
So,
All right.
so I can't get too deep
But
into
it is
that.
operating on its own. It's not someone, yeah.
Right, it is operating on its own, most certainly. Yes.
I know we have some stats up here. So we're actually seeing this increase in RevPAR in
We
our
most
early
certainly
adopters.
are. Yes, running a search over 10,000 different cases. We came back to discover immediately that we're already seeing somewhere between a 16 to 20% increase in revenue already, and that's just on the early stats.
So it is actually predicting things that are going to happen in the future. Can you?
It is.
So how does it know how to do that?
Well, by using some of the technology, again, I don't want to give out all the secrets and details there, but it can look and see if everything that's happening in that area, is there an event that's going to be going on? Let's use Indianapolis as a great example right here. How many events are taking place here? How many people are going to be attending this event? How many vendors are going to be here? How much support staff are going to be there as well? Looking at that and the entire availability within the town in itself, it's giving you a better idea as to how you can increase your rates to get that additional revenue for your property. Yes,
Yeah.
and it's kind of simple as that.
It's amazing to be, I've been in software for 20 years and everybody needs a management solution, everybody needs a point of sale and so on. But it can be quite difficult to prove out the ROI sometimes. The new person on the block comes along, it's more modern. But with these AI technologies, we can immediately see the ROI. So we can say that there is no cost to it. It's actually a benefit and you're making profit right out of the gate. So really, really excited about these two products.
Yes, we are. In fact, we're working with a management group now, right, that's based out of Indiana, and they have one person who's doing all of the revenue management, rate searching, rate shopping for all 12 of their sites. Well, what happens if Thomas takes a vacation? Let's say he goes away for 2 weeks, or he doesn't call in, or he comes in, one day and decides he has to leave early. Well, then you're losing that person who is doing all of this manual work for you and letting AI save you 80% of your time. Now Thomas has a lot more time to focus on his guests and other features and responsibilities at their properties.
So last question. We talked about roommaster Concierge and how it's constantly learning and growing within the environment. Is ampliphi similar? Does it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it uses machine learning in the background so that it's learning what type of rooms are being booked at your properties, what type of rooms are being booked all around town. More people may be interested in the king room than the 2 queen beds. So we're going to learn that information. We're going to help you market those rooms for you. And some of the best part, you don't have to purchase an additional support agreement to go with this. It is all covered under your same room master agreement. So there's no getting stuck between vendors.
Absolutely. Thank you, Kim. So I talked at the beginning just about the fact that we've been rebranding and reinvesting, if you will, into our people, product, and infrastructure. Another area that we completely redid is our booking engine and channel manager. We're calling it our Roommaster Marketing Distribution Suite. Why did we do that? Could you explain to the audience? Is that?
Yes, I can.
Yeah.
The reason that we did that is because we need to keep up with the market trends. For those of you who have been using our product over the years, we had our legacy booking engine of roommaster.net. It was fabulous in its day. It got the job done. Things were fantastic. Then we came out with our web booking engine, and as it came out, it was beautiful. It was meeting so many demands and so many needs of our clients, but times change. Your needs change. So we've done, with our new booking engine, we've added additional features and modules and all the regulatory laws. We've met those as well for your new booking experience and putting it all into one nice portal to make it very simple.
That makes sense. Was it the great Bob Dylan that said the times they are changing? I believe, yeah.
Yeah.
And it looks great, right? Roommaster has always been an absolute leader in data, in reporting, in being exceptionally smart PMS. This is fantastic looking. So it's going to be not only aesthetically pleasing, but still carrying that fantastic data reporting and intelligence we've always had.
Yes, it is.
So it's from a customizable point of view. We've seen any benefits there and how we get against our competition?
Yeah, customizable. It's got, actually Kim can touch on this, but this is the biggest benefit, is driving bookings to hotels and driving bookings away from Booking.com and driving bookings away from Expedia and putting that revenue straight in hotels' pockets. The guys that are working, people at the front desk, that's where we want the revenue.
Commission free.
Absolutely. So about the aesthetics and how it looks, and what do you think?
Yes, it is fully customizable. So you can bring in all of your branding and themes that you have from your property website. You put a lot of money and investment into that website. So let's pull all of that design right into your booking engine as well. You're going to keep your property URL with your booking engine. So it's going to be a smooth, professional transition going from the website directly into the booking engine. But let's say you don't know how to build a booking engine. Can either of you guys write an HTML code?
I used to.
I can make it bold or maybe turn it
Yeah,
blue.
like the brackets with B on it. Yeah, the bold thing. I can do that.
Right. Yeah. That's about all I can do.
All right.
Anyone else out here know how to write an HTML and create a booking engine? You don't have to. But while you're out there looking at other booking engines, if you find something that you really like and like, oh, I like the way that property is set up. Oh, I like that one's how it's set up. Let's utilize that AI technology. Just copy that URL, paste it into the AI fields within your new roommaster booking engine, and within about 10 seconds, you're going to have your own custom booking engine built for your property with your rooms, your rates, your add-on features, your modules, everything about your hotel in about 10 to 15 seconds.
There was we just booked one recently, and we're looking for a hotel, obviously, back to the water slides thing. It's important for 10 of us. Up there, the whole branding was water slides. I had no idea what the room looked like. It was water slides, but you know what, for me, that's what I needed. And that was important to them, and that's how they grabbed their business, because that's different, unique, and custom to what they are.
Do we see any other features such as like large groups or how that gets held or anything like that?
Oh my goodness, this was
a
my
differentiator.
favorite.
Yeah.
Yes. So in addition to being able to book multiple room types on one reservation coming into the software, that's fantastic. So if you need to get your children in 2 queens and you want yourself and a king and you're going to put your parents in a suite, that's great. You can do all of that through one booking through that new booking engine. But my favorite part, and I was sharing this with my girlfriends, every year we take a girls trip. We've been doing this for 20 years. In order to get us together, we have to plan way in advance. Even if we're going to be doing a beach day or a pool day, we need to check at least 2 months in advance to make sure our calendars are syncing together for this. So when we're planning our trips, we need to get in touch with 6 to 8 people. So, okay, we're going to book for September the 5th through the 10th. Okay, well, Charlotte, are you available that day? Jenny, are you available that day? Well, you're never able to get all of them to agree at the same time, and you don't want to lose that reservation. So you can put the reservation on hold for up to 24 to 48 hours so you can converse with your friends and make sure it's okay, these dates are aligned with their schedule as well. So if the property only wants to set for 24 hours or 48, you get to make that policy. But at least we're not losing that reservation. We get a chance to communicate, not feeling really rushed about it.
You gotta put the pressure on Charlotte. She's always dragging her feet.
I know Sean's always dragging her feet
Charlotte.
with this, and she's usually the last one to always respond and the youngest in the group. So it kind of makes sense
Oh,
there.
Do you have that problem too?
I don't go away. I have young kids. I don't get to go away.
All right.
I'm
I've
gonna
been on
guess.
trip.
The solution for everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for that.
Yeah.
So we talked today about our roommaster booking engine and channel manager. We also talked about Sadie, our AI concierge and agent, and we talked about ampliphi. Could you sum it up in 30 seconds, 60 seconds about Sadie?
I tend to talk a lot, so no, I can't sum up in 30, but I'll do my best. Listen, you heard it. You heard it live. You heard how it was booking a reservation. While that reservation is being booked, hotels are actively engaged with paying customers. They're driving upsells. They're training new staff. They are not answering questions about what temperature the pool is. They're not answering questions about if there's a bar down the street. What they're doing is serving customers, because hoteliers are exceptionally hard workers that are always engaged with their staff and trying to make things the best. So, roommaster concierge, booking reservations and driving revenue. It's also sounding realistic Nobody knows, hey, listen, I've messed with it, and I've asked it a million weird questions, and it is exceptional at handling all those objections. So with Roommaster Concierge, the bottom line is, things have changed. We are here, we're booking revenue, and ROI is there. So,
Thank you very much. Thank you. Kim, could you do the same? Just summarize Amplify?
Yes,
Yeah.
amplify. Well, let's get out of that office without windows. Let's go up to the top floor and let's look around and see what's happening in your community. Because when you have an entire 360 view of what's going on around your hotel, you can better manage that hotel as well. Increase those rates, increase that profitability, making the whole experience really nice for your guests and for yourself, especially the property generating that.
yeah, so to get snap at these are the 2 QR codes. Give you guys a sec to mess around because it never works the first time on your phone, I get it. So we got Concierge on the left, Amplify on the right. Take a snap, get some info, truly changing stuff. AI is here, it's here to stay.
Well, again, thank you to everyone. I think that's our 30 minutes. We really appreciate you taking the time to spend with us and love to continue the conversation on further. We're at booth 3017 and have a great show. Thank you.
Thanks so much, everyone.